y'all.
Hey, y'all.
Hey.
Welcome back, guys. Good to see you, ladies, to the breathing room.
Hey.
Our end of summer recap. Hashtag what summer? Hashtag Rona summer. But we're about to get into it, and like always, be sure to like, follow, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Please like, please share. We're going to get into some great topics as we wrap up. Hashtag what summer?
That's good, girl. That's good. That's good. What a summer it has been, y'all. What a summer it has been.
Right.
Because Rona done took over the whole summer. Now, listen, when Corona started in March, they shut everything down?
Yeah.
It's like, okay, by like the end of May, we're going to be done with the Rona situation. It's all going to be good. I'm going to still travel, go to Cali for the summer, like live my best life.
Ready.
Even with these kids and, all of it. You was ready. Girl, please. What is it? August? About to be September? And we still here.
No end in sight.
Ain't no end in sight. Rona done took over our whole lives, okay? But regardless of Sister Rona not trying to let us be great, we still done had a pretty memorable summer around here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we have.
Well, one of the greatest memories for Ashley, I'm sure, I don't want to speak for you, but you done sent your baby boy off to college, boo.
Yeah.
Right.
Mama win.
Yes.
Yes.
It was an accomplishment.
Mama.
Yeah.
Well, to speak on that, so yeah, he did graduate from high school. We did not have the traditional graduation, which was very heartbroken and disappointing. But for the most part, we were still able to go wear a cap and gown. They had this cute little setup where they can go rock across the stage, get their diploma. They did the best they could, and it was nice. It was, and I liked it that way because it was more intimate. Everybody was with their families. It wasn't like everybody running over to take pictures with people. I mean, it was just, I liked it because it was more intimate.
Yeah.
Of course, we're so used to, the whole traditional having a huge graduation and your name being called and then you music playing. Like, who don't want that? Like, what you live for, right? Like, so, I mean, but it's good though. Like, he finished college with like a great, awesome grades. He got into a really great school. He is attending Georgia State. He started this summer. He finished his first semester in college with like a 3.4 GPA. Like this.
Come on, Jay.
Yeah, so I was very, very proud of him. Like he, stuck with his schedule. So yeah, it was great. So speaking of that, like we were getting excited to get ready to, move him into his dorm room. Write down the list of things that we need. I mean, that was very exciting. But because of Sister Rona, we decided to, he decided, we kind of brought him in on the decision making, the pros and the cons. We did not like the things they were saying, like for as, making sure the kids were safe. I mean, they can only do so much. One of the things that they did though, is they accommodated the freshmen with upperclassmen dorm rooms, meaning that it was only going to be like 2 people in the room. However, the downside is that they upped it like by $2,000. So we thought we were going to be paying $4,000 for the semester, which is still a lot. Like we thought we was going to be paying $3,000. We were going to wind up paying close to like $5,000, $6,000. Which I don't know if any parents that's listening to this, room and board is so expensive. It costs more than tuition. It costs more than books and tuition. So we just kind of had to sit down, brought him in on decision making, did the pros and cons, wrote things down. We saw how much money we were going to be saving, that he's going to be saving. So we just decided to he decided to not stay on campus because he just has to commute for one class, which is on Mondays and Wednesdays. So
that's not bad.
We're very happy that he made that decision, and the amount of money that we saved for him, honey. Of course he is happy because now he can go shopping and get things that, so he was happy about that. Like, All that money be set aside for him when it's time to go on campus.
Right.
He'll be set. So it's always great. It's
great.
always great to flow in wisdom, man. You gotta have wisdom. I know our emotions kind of get to, and I guess I just didn't want to be one of those parents that, God forbid, if anything would have happened, I just didn't want to be one of those parents and say, man, I just wish we would have made him stay home. Like, I just didn't want to be one of those parents on the news, Georgia State mama, or when it, I just didn't want that.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't want that. Like, and I think the smartest thing for us was just to like keep him home, take him to campus on 2 days a week, if they still do that, because I don't know if y'all been watching the news.
Yeah, I have been watching the
Georgia
news.
Tech
Places turning virtual.
has already had cases and they open up, which is expected.
Yeah.
But one thing Georgia State said that I didn't feel comfortable is if your son was to get sick, we immediately transfer him to a dormitory that has been set aside for COVID patients. That's also been shared with Grady for if Grady run out of hospitals. And we was like, we good.
Nah, boo. Nah. Right.
So
I know that's right.
I mean, that was like a huge weight. Like, I was so burdened down by that because I didn't want him, because everything else has kind of been stripped away from him, like college graduation, prom, all that has been stripped away from him. So we was just like, you might as well go out with a bang. Like, if this is an opportunity for you to save money and this is something you can control, for it's like saving money versus giving it, and they can't really determine if they're going to keep you safe anyway. So let's just make the best of the situation right now. So he's home. He's going to be traveling to school on Mondays and Wednesdays. And other than that,
and it's all good.
And it's all good. Like, I'm happy he happy. Went shopping. Like, when he do go on campus, he gonna be fresh. Like, he got his new shoes, his new clothes. Now, if we would have stayed on campus, we don't.
You be ramen noodles, okay?
Thank you.
You be the poor broke college student, okay?
Make the cheese in the cup,
girl.
I remember the days when all I could afford was to go and like buy a large McDonald's fry and a large Diet Coke, and that would be enough.
Right. A $3
You know how to have events on college. Oh, I'm sorry, Ashley, my bad.
I was just saying, like, me and my friends used to pull up at it's a place called Raising Cane's in Louisiana, something like a Zaxby's here. Girl, we used to pull up and we used to buy one meal. We used to put our money together. You get 3 fingers.
Yeah.
You get 3 fingers. So the struggle money.
Them broke college days is so real, for real. So we're going to come to this segment. We're going to take y'all back a minute. You can have a flashback moment. Our own freshman years.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know about y'all, but I was lit. I'm just saying.
When I got there, I wasn't, because when I got to school, I was 17. Everybody else was 18, and like, so everybody else was like excited to go to clubs and stuff, and I was just like still trying to stay home and be innocent. And
that's
as soon as 18, so I went to school in August. My birthday is in September. As soon as September hit, September 19th to be exact, that was all. That's all I needed.
I had to fake, girl. See, I went to school. I graduated high school when I was 16. By the time I turned 17 over the summer. So I had just turned 17, like less than a month before school started. So I was still super young. So I totally had the fake ID, okay? Because I was going to the clubs. A fake ID to get into the club. We was clubbing every day. It was really ridiculous. It's not like we was bad kids. Like thing. Yeah, it was, girl. We was going like
every
3-4
day,
times
but
a week.
Same days every week. Monday is this. Monday ladies night here. Tuesday here. Wednesday you get in free of. Yeah, so it was just a revolving door.
Exactly, and then you go and you get your hand stamped, so because the ladies get in free before whatever time. Get your hand stamped, and you go back to the house. Pregame with your homegirl. Get dressed, and then you go back out and you stay out till 2 a.m. And I purposely took no 8 o'clock classes because I was like, I will not be able to do no 8 o'clock classes.
I wasn't smart to do that,
girl. So I didn't have no classes until 10 o'clock.
No, 8 o'clock
I was like, never did that again.
I was still like working too and going to college at the same time because I had honors, so I had to like provide. So, but I was still like not, I was out here clubbing and stuff too. So I remember one night I went to the club and it was like, or a bar or somewhere, and it was like I got there at like midnight, And in South Carolina, so I live on the South Carolina and Georgia border. In Georgia, clubs and bars close at like 2 o'clock, right? Well, in South Carolina, they close at 5 a.m.
Whoa.
So I had to be at work at 7 a.m. For a 12-hour shift. I was a CNA at the time in nursing school, and I partied all day long until about 4 o'clock, sobered up, and went to work for a 12-hour shift.
Girl.
Oh, girl.
Yeah, all the time. And now I'm like, I gotta be in bed by 8:30. I'm like, how
I was just about to say, try that now.
Exactly. Would not happen.
OMG. Girl, I don't know how you did it.
I don't know. It was probably the same night that I also got kicked out of that.
The club.
Allegedly, I threw a bottle at somebody.
Allegedly.
Oh,
Okay,
I get it.
That took me back to the song. I don't fight. I don't argue. I just sit there. That's what you did, Savannah. You took Khalees' advice.
I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to hit her.
It just slipped out your hand.
Yeah.
Savannah, I didn't know you had it in you, girl.
Okay.
A whole other lifetime.
Yeah, but I don't know. For me, y'all, I only did it for like 1 semester.
Yeah.
And then after that, I was just like, okay, I got it out. It was just 6 months where I went on this whole, I'm just, wow, I want to do my thing. You know, I did it for like a semester, and that was it. Like, that was it for me. Like, I got it out.
You get it all out of the way when you're young, and now I feel like I'm the same way. Like, I feel like I burnt all that out of the system. So,
yeah, I mean, I think after that, I maybe went to like parties, but not as much as I went to like, you know, like a bars where, you know, you just hung out. It wasn't like a whole where you just in there just.
Or like somebody's house, like a kickback or something.
Our house or something. But other than that, I mean, I was chill, you know, I was acting more mature, and I jumped right into church.
Yeah.
That's so good.
After that, I was done with it. Like,
I wish that was my same testimony, y'all. I was.
See, my experience wasn't that loose per se. You know, the first half, you know, freshman year, you know, you got to kind of get acclimated, even though it was in my hometown. You know, it's a new scenery, and you know, you got to get acclimated and all that good stuff. It wasn't until my second semester where I met my best friend on the elevator, because we were going. I wanted to sign up for a community service project, and so I was like, I'm gonna sign up, but who gonna go with me? And y'all, as bubbly as I am now, I wasn't that way freshman year. I was just kind of like,
yeah.
And so I heard her and some other girls talking about, okay, they, you know, they're gonna come back down, be down so they can go to the community service. So I was like, oh, y'all going to the community service that I forgot our dorm director name at the time. And it was like, yeah, okay, I'll be down there. So that was kind of like our bonding experience. Because we went and we was at this development center, y'all, with these little kids.
Oh, hey.
I was like, it's time to go yet? It's time to go yet? And so when we got back to the campus, she was like, well, they was like, well, what you about to do? I'm like, well, I'm about to go to my room. They was like, no, you ain't. You got to go to the pit. So I was like,
the pit?
Okay. That's what it was called. It was like the little common area, whatever the case is.
Okay.
Yeah, like the student center. I was like, okay. And then from there, it was just a whole nother experience for me. It was like I said, parties, kickbacks, you know, just hanging out late. And, and then like my high school best friend, like our relationship kind of shifted a little bit. And so I was like, listen, I lived my first semester kind of like a L7. Now it's time to get a little, just a little ratchet.
Yeah, girl, I just realized what L7 is. That's a square.
Yeah.
I never knew. Did y'all know that? Well, clearly Tiki knew that.
Tiki knew.
Oh, I never. Oh my gosh, L7 means square L, and then the 7 puts the
Oh
square.
yeah. I mean, I was just going to sit here and pretend that I knew. Because
Yeah, I was like, what? But now I
what
get
is
it.
that? No, I never heard of that before.
Girl, at first I was like lame 7, lost student. No.
Yeah, I was gonna ask y'all later. But
It's 7. I get it. Okay.
I was gonna ask y'all
That's a
later because
good
I had
one.
no idea what that was.
I can't deal with y'all. I can't.
Gosh. Well, everybody's college experience. I mean, y'all, college is when you live, and then you get it out your system, and
Yeah,
then
I
you
did.
become a contributing citizen to society.
Yep.
Before that, you just live your best
Yeah.
life.
Yes.
Okay,
You got a YOLO.
you got YOLO.
Yeah, you do.
Okay.
You really do.
And that's when you look back and be like, I did everything that I shouldn't have did, but it was done. And
Yeah.
I got it all out.
now I'm a good Jesus loving citizen.
Yeah.
So
Right.
Now you be running to the bed like, is it time to go to bed yet? Is it
Yeah,
time
I
to
do that.
Now I
can
get that at 8:00. Yeah.
right.
Literally.
I can't stay out late. Like I can't tell you the last time I actually went out and stayed out like that. I don't remember.
Right. Me neither.
I wouldn't even know what to do in one of
Girl.
those. I
Well,
wouldn't know what
honey.
to do in those places.
Right. Well, honey, Rona done took us to another something,
A different level.
a whole nother level. But now they out here trying to mandate masks, y'all. Now, I'm just saying,
Everywhere.
my opinion is a little radical, but here's my question. You wearing a mask or not?
Mask or
Ladies,
not?
ladies, is you wearing a
Mask or
mask or not? What y'all doing around here?
Well, I'm a nurse, so like every day I have to wear a mask at work. I feel like the science behind the mask is that if everybody wears the mask, that we're keeping our own secretions to ourselves, right? So I think a lot of people are my thing is like people are wearing the mask because they think it protects you from coronavirus, but that's not the science behind it. And I feel like people are misguided. And I feel like that if every single person in the entire world wears a mask, then maybe it would help the spread to decrease. I don't know. But I just think the science, some people are still confused about the science behind it. And I still think that like the cloth masks probably don't even do anything at all, personally,
Right.
that's what I think. So I don't know. I'm like on the fence because, like I said, I have to wear one at work. I know the science behind it. Like I know why I'm wearing one at work because I'm protecting my patient. I don't know what I may have been exposed to, and I would hate to get one of them sick. Yes, but I don't know. I'm still kind of on the fence. When I'm off work, I'm like, I don't want to wear a mask. Like, are you serious?
Yeah.
Like, I really, like I
wear it all day.
Yeah, it's hard. It's really hard.
Well, let me tell y'all, I went to Walmart, like 2 weeks ago with John, and they got a mask mandate. And I am so the radical one, okay? Ain't nobody I'm not making wearing a mask political, but you ain't gonna tell me what I have to and can't do, what I can and can't do. The government is not gonna tell me what I can and can't do. That's my opinion. Hey, whatever. I'm on an island there, whatever, who cares? But I went into Walmart and John had his mask and he was like, are you really finna walk in this Walmart you tell me no mask on? And I said, yes. And if they tell me to leave, I'll leave because that's their right to deny me service. But I ain't finna wear no mask and they ain't finna make me. So I'm gonna come in here. And if they tell me to leave, then I'll leave. And he was like, oh my God. Like, so girl, I walked in there and it was like everybody inside of Walmart was like, like everybody was so offended. And didn't nobody tell me to leave. Like they didn't deny me service. And we was only in there granted like 10 minutes. We went in there to go look and see if they had something and left. But like everybody, because everybody in there had a mask because it says before you go in, like masks are required. And I just ignored it. And I just kept walking in. And then
if John had one and you didn't have one, so
he did have one on.
She just
he had one on. Right, exactly. I was just being defiant because they ain't finna. We do, and me and John go a lot of places, and he wears a mask to follow the rules, and I don't, and I'm the little rebel, and I'm okay with that. But like, you're not gonna tell. And I just can't. Like, they can't tell me if I have to. And the only places that I've been wearing it, like, I had to go to T-Mobile the other day so they could fix my phone. They require a mask. or they don't give you service. So I wore my mask because, you know, like I needed to be a patron of them. But otherwise, like I wanted to take Avery to Fern Bank the other day and I called them and they said that they require a mask. Well, you won't be getting my service because I'm not doing a mask. So I did not take her to Fern Bank. Okay.
I'm so done.
We went somewhere else.
It's hard, y'all. I feel like we're just all little robots or something. I mean, you can't even smile. I hate that.
So just my experience with the whole mask thing, like me and my husband started wearing the mask before, like as soon as we heard about, because this is what happened. We were when the COVID first started here in Georgia, we were in Chicago.
Oh.
So Chicago had just got like their first 2 cases and we was just still out, you know, having a good time. You know, it was just like nonchalant towards it. So when we got back we heard about they started having cases in Georgia before we got back to Georgia. And then, you know, we was just like, okay, well, maybe this is a thing. I already knew this was going to be a thing. I don't know how I knew this was going to be a thing, but I had this feeling. I saw it on the news, and I was like, I saw that China was having cases, so I was like, I feel like this is going to be. I've been
following it for a while.
It was just like a quick little thought in my brain, and I left it there. And my husband was like, nah, I think we're gonna be good. They, you know, they got things in place to where, you know, well, it became a thing. Well, when it became a thing, I started wearing my mask, like, because the only reason, because I don't really go places. I mean, I wasn't really going anywhere that much anyway, but when I do go somewhere, it's in the grocery store. And when I'm in a grocery store, people have no respect for like your personal space sometimes. Like you could be looking at something and they would like come reach over you sometime and get what they need. They would cough and they would sneeze. So I think I just started wearing my mask because that was really the only places I was going. So I've been wearing my mask. I hate the mask. I still smile at people when I have my mask on, and I feel like an idiot. And I'm like, this person look like they need just a smile, and I want to like smile at them and tell them have a good day. Like I want to give them a piece of the joy that I have because they look like they need a hug. Like, and I think that's my struggle. Like I'm so social. Like I used to stop in the middle of the grocery aisle and just talk to people. Like, hey, you know how you doing? Like. Because I'm a social person, and just smiling at people, I feel like can make someone's day. So I can't interact like I want to interact. So
I know.
Yeah, I wear my mask. I do wear my mask. In Target, in Walmart, I still go in Target and have a good time. Okay, with my mask on there. In the aisle.
If you see me, I won't have one on, but I'm wait.
See, I've decided, okay, well, with my kids, like, they stay. I try to keep them home as much as possible. So I really only go out like, I order my groceries online.
Yeah,
I ain't got to do that. I started ordering my groceries when I was traveling for work, and so I was like, okay, well, I don't have time to go to the grocery store, so it just kind of, I phased on into it. So now. That's our trip. Okay, y'all can get in the car. We just about to go pick up some groceries. Come on, right on back to the house.
Ours too, girl.
If I have to make like a quick run, it depends on how I feel. If it's not too hot, I'll put my mask on. If I'm just like, especially if I get out the car and I'm like to the door, like,
turn
around.
Right.
No, I'm gonna be real quick. I'm gonna be in that speed walker. Like I'm a boom, boom, boom. Like you wouldn't even know that I was in there without my mask. Like you didn't even see me.
Right.
So, I try to like limit my outgoing time. Just so that I don't have to be like, you know what? I like you said, Giselle, I ain't wearing no mask.
I ain't got time for that. You can't tell me to wear no mask.
This thing is irritating me.
I mean, it's aggravating. You know what? It is so aggravating. And I find myself like, even when I go in the store. And if I'm in the store for a long time, especially when I don't have any of the kids with me, they be in the car with the older kids, the small kids. So if I'm alone in the store, like I just try to stay in there, hang out longer, just try to figure out if I need anything else. And I have my mask on. And then sometimes I just have to find myself to pull it down because it's annoying. Like you need a breath of fresh air. Like So I mean,
and honestly, this sounds really crazy. But I want the immunity to it. Like I want to be exposed. I am exposed to it at work. And God forbid that like I get it and get really sick. I mean, God, that's not what I'm saying. And I'm so thankful for my health. But I want the immunities to it.
Right.
Like I don't want to be trapped forever in my little bubble. I don't want to live like this forever.
That's the problem with this whole shelter at place thing, but that's a whole nother conversation for a whole nother day. But we are so like suppressing our immune system, talk about some stay in the house and don't see nobody and do nothing. It's just crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. I know like today, what I did, like I've been trying to like think of stuff to do. Like today I went got some food. I went to Zaxby's. And we don't go anywhere. Like we'll go to the grocery store or we'll go like pick up food and stuff. Like there was one time where I took Hope. Hope goes in the store with me. Like she wear her little mask and she absolutely loves it, girl. Just like, I'm gonna have my mask. I got my mask. And you can tell, you know what? I went to the grocery store in Publix and you can tell, and I brought her in with me. You could tell like a lot of people not really bringing their kids in the store anymore like they used to. Because the workers was like, oh, like they was just so happy to see a little kid in the grocery store. Aww. This is when it first started though. But you know, like today, like I said, going back to like I was saying, like today I went and picked up some food. I got like a blanket and we went out to like a little area and we sat out and ate our food. Like just trying to think of things to do. Yeah. Like it wasn't anyone around us. Like we were just sitting down, had our own little area and ate. And then we went for like a little walk. I mean, it was people around, but like, you know, just getting out, getting some fresh air. Like that's one thing that's really been helping me. Like I've been outside a lot. Like just go out, let them run around and play. I mean, you just got to get creative. And I'm running out of ideas. Like I'm out. I'm completely out of ideas right now. I don't know what else to do. But it definitely has shifted the whole social dynamic of everything. Like
everything.
It's different. Like it's so different. And then you have, okay, this is what I'm saying. You have radical people like Tim, and then you have people that's just like, oh, I'm not going nowhere. I'm wearing my mask. You know what I mean? And that's where I think that's why I fall. This is the reason why. I don't think like I'm in the whole fear bubble, but I think it's because I personally have talked to somebody who had it. You know, I guess I'm just like, okay, I don't want to even feel like I came in contact with it, or like I don't want the anxiety of, oh my God, like I could have gotten.
Yeah.
Like I don't want that feeling. Like I just don't want that.
You don't even want to think about the possibility.
No, that gives me.
I can understand.
That gives me anxiety to know that if I was around such and such 2 days ago and she called me and said, "Girl, I tested positive for COVID."
You don't want to think
like
about
I don't want. That's what gives me the, you know, that's what makes me very nervous.
And I think we all just have to find our own, like, what we can live with. That's like, you know, if it makes you feel better doing that and you can live with that, that's good. That's your decision. And if Tim, you know, if she's okay with going out and about and not wearing a mask, then she's good with it too. And I'm kind of like somewhere in the middle because I've seen both sides of it too. I've seen people that had it and were like, no symptoms at all, and then I've seen people that had it and I've cared for them after they came out of the hospital and they were very, very sick and they were in ICU. So I know, and I've weighed the pros and cons and I've weighed the risk, and I think we just have to, you know, make our own decisions from there. That's the answer to the great math debate.
And then I don't want to get into the whole judging, like, girl, why is she going to Florida? And they got, you know, I don't get into the whole judging thing. Like I just want to be the person that feels good with the decision I made.
That you made,
Yeah, and that's what I want everybody else to do. Like,
exactly.
if you just want to stay
do what's best for your family. Exactly.
Well, speaking of Florida, what about vacations? Has anybody been able to take a vacation this year?
Girl, they came over the summer. I done went to Florida and I went to the mountains.
Yeah.
But we was trying to go back to the beach, but you know, being as I'm that radical one, I was like, we getting out of the house, we going somewhere. We ain't gonna be sleeping in this house. We finna go to the beach. We finna go wherever we got to go. So we definitely, and we did this in like early June, like the middle of June. We drove down to Destin with some friends and went and spent almost a week down there. And then a couple of weeks ago, I went to the mountains, which was really great too. But yes, girl.
No, we canceled summer.
Yeah.
We we canceled it for right now.
Yeah.
My kids were able to, and they really didn't go anywhere. They just went to like safe family members' house. Because every year we always take a beach trip.
Yeah.
Year, and so I was planning. I started planning before, everybody, all these mandates and different things, and so it's like, okay, well, you got to work from home, and okay, you know what? Wait a minute. I ain't gonna go to be trapped where I'm vacationing. Like,
I'm
at the house.
Right.
Yeah.
So, I was able to send the kids so that they could get out of the house, a different scenery or whatever. But y'all,
I know.
I ain't take no trip this summer.
Girl.
Sorry, I forgot it.
Girl.
Okay, so I'm just gonna give some advice to some moms. So this is what's been helping me. So I didn't take a vacation this summer. So I've been like trying to be on my like workout thing. So when next summer get here, I'm gonna be beach ready. Okay. So go ahead to the ones who have not taken a vacation. Go ahead and start getting snatched
next summer.
for next summer, like me.
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to somebody's beach. I haven't been in like years, y'all. Like I haven't been to the beach in so long.
Wow, girl, you got to get there.
I will get there.
I have 2 uncles that live in Florida, so luckily I was able to go to Florida and feel semi-safe about it because I was at family, as I was at a family member's house. I feel like the beaches that we went to, there was never anybody within 6 feet of me that I would have been, scared about catching anything from, let alone coronavirus. And I love the water and I love the beach. Like I to go. Like as soon as I saw that they were lifting the mandates about the beaches were opening back up, I was like, okay, I'm on the phone. Like, can I come down there? Like, I'm coming right now. But y'all, I saw this one couple, like, we were all spread apart, like everybody was spread apart, but you would see like people walking up and down the beach, because that's what you do. And so me and Sean decided to go on a little walk down the beach just together while my mom watched Genesis in honor, and it was fun. And then here comes this couple, like in a bikini and like their little shorts, but yet they were wearing a mask. And I was like, ones, and I'm like,
mask on the beach.
But literally around no one. Like there was nobody around except us, and we were like on the other side of the beach. So I'm like, are y'all just wanting to suffocate or something? Like
some extreme people Ashley was talking about on the other end of the spectrum. It's a whole spectrum.
If you're that extreme, I feel like you shouldn't have even been at the beach in the first place.
What would have been too funny if they'd had on gloves too.
Yeah.
I don't
gloves.
There's not any surfaces, like it's sand, like it's gonna get washed away. Like it's okay. And y'all, I'm going on my very first plane trip in September. Yes. I'm going to Colorado September 14th, I think it is. We're going to
Colorado.
I've always wanted to go to the mountains, like the big, like, I've been to the Smoky Mountains, like North Carolina.
Oh, that is so exciting.
Rocky Mountains, like I want to be like high on top of the world. So we're all going, and I'm super excited about that.
Hey. Flights are super cheap right now. That's why I'm trying to go everywhere.
I don't feel like I'm any more at risk on an airplane as I am in a grocery store, to be honest. Like I just don't.
Yeah, they like close churches, but people know that.
I know.
People know that, of course, people need to come get food, but like it'd be so many people at Walmart.
Exactly. Like there's just as many people. Yeah.
And the lines at Walmart, I hate going to Walmart. I hate it. I don't go most of the time, but when I am in there, the lines are super long.
Yeah.
But
speaking of the beach, Tiki, you ready to tell your story?
Oh,
story time.
Listen, now that I think about it, I'm actually kind of sad because I went and got my first time getting a Brazilian wax, and now I realize, like, girl, you ain't even been to the beach. But let me tell y'all, ladies, if you haven't gotten one, baby, go get you one.
Girl, I'm scared.
Listen, no, it's intense. It's intense, and it all depends on your pain level to me, I would say it's like a more intense eyebrow wax. Get my eyebrows waxed, and that I'm never really
very sensitive area.
To me, to me, you know, I got, you know, to me, you know, I birth kids naturally, so you know, at this point, I'm like somewhat made.
I can do anything. Honey.
I can take anything. But no, so I get there. My first time, I went by myself. It was like in the morning. And you know, they follow the codes, whatever. So the lady was like, I wore a cute little dress because I'm like, I don't know what to expect, but just in case it hurt, I don't want nothing.
Yeah.
Right.
So I had a cute little dress
you don't
on.
want nothing or what?
You know, Robin, you know? And so the lady was like, my chick was like, okay, well, this robe from the waist down, right? I looked at her like,
all right.
Okay, I'll step out of these. So I just naturally took my panties off and just stepped out. Okay. And so she came and she was like, you ready? I'm like, yeah. And so, like I said, the experience, she was talking to me, she was talking like, okay, well, I just want you to breathe and, trying to talk me through it. She was like, don't hold your breath. Because the first time I was like,
yeah.
Said, no, breathe. So I was in there like I was going through labor, like, and she was like, are you okay? I'm like, just keep going. We'll talk at the end. We'll talk at the end. Yeah, we'll talk at the end. But overall, the overall experience, I left. I was like, oh, okay, this what it feels like.
I heard it feel like smooth as a baby's bottom.
And then if you wear a dress and like the breeze come from the, you feel like, oh, what's that? I think it's on both of you now. You be like, I think I like that feeling. It's just a nice breeze, like a summer breeze. And so I definitely will be going back. They say anywhere between 4 to 6 weeks. And
yes.
That is good.
Myself careless.
I think you have talked me into maybe going.
For real.
I want to go. I'm scared.
Let's go together when this is all over.
Let's go together.
We can all go together, right?
We need to go. Give me a couple more weeks and we can plan a trip and we can make a whole big thing out of it.
Yes. The first bikini experience.
And we have to video. Like I want somebody like.
Yes.
I know it sounds crazy.
But like
nobody else did. But I want y'all to be holding the video camera in there while I'm getting mine.
I
So I can look at it.
Yeah, we got to do it. We got to do it.
Yeah, it's an experience. Like I said, I'm not gonna say, oh, it don't hurt. It's all about your individual pain tolerance level.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't birth kids naturally, so I don't really feel like I could take as much pain as you do.
I birthed some kids naturally, but I'm still scared. Okay.
I'm scared. Yeah.
Girl, when I can get my eyebrows waxed, which I haven't did in forever. Listen, I'll be like bracing myself. Okay, like just go ahead and pull it already. Like even that pain will catch you. Like I don't have went numerous of times. I don't get used to that pain. Every time I go,
right. This is true. This is true. I get them threaded, and it hurts.
Oh, that hurts. I would never get my. I was like, why am I putting myself through this pain? What am I doing? Like I would never get my eyebrows threaded again. I'm sorry.
It lasts longer, and it just looks better to me.
And
really so I put myself through the pain.
It was nice and clean too. But I was like, I would never put myself through this pain again. Like I mean, she was like, shh, and I'm like, no. I almost said stop in the middle. I'm like, what are you doing?
You must have had not a good lady because it hurt, but it don't hurt that bad.
Yeah,
but
it felt like torture. Like
you gotta go to my place, girl. Okay, we're gonna do bikini waxes and eye threading on the same day. Okay, you gotta go.
I'm dying.
No, definitely not.
Oh man. Guys. So it's the end of the summer. I know y'all. We've about 40 minutes in. So we gonna leave them right here. Okay, that's cool. Y'all cool with that? Okay.
That's for me.
But I hope that y'all enjoyed this end of the summer recap. We kind of told y'all a little bit about what we got going on. And I hope y'all have had a great summer.
Yes,
Your
in spite
kids are
of.
off to school with virtual learning and you a homeschool mama. We sending prayers up because this virtual learning thing is a whole new level for everybody.
It is. It's a
Okay.
whole new topic. I'm sure
It's
we'll
a
talk
whole
about that
nother
later.
episode. Okay.
Mhm.
Yes, we can talk
It
about
is.
it. But you know, you got the grace and the strength to do it, mamas. So
Yeah,
keep
do
going,
it.
keep pushing. Our favorite season, fall, finna be here soon. So end of the summer
ready?
is end of the summer just means the beginning of the fall. And I love to wear my boots. I ain't saying fall
Me
my
too,
favorite
girl.
season, but I'm saying I welcome it. Okay.
Yes, I love fall.
So yeah. So who wants to tell them about where to follow us at and all that good stuff?
I will.
Hey, boom, you're it.
Who was it? Me? Okay. So on Facebook, we're the Breathing Room. Instagram, we're at Girl Breathe. YouTube is the Breathing Room, but it's easiest to find us our YouTube channel if you go to our Facebook or our Instagram and look at our bio and click the link. Be
Yes.
sure to follow
Yes.
us and
Yes, follow
subscribe.
us.
Share this video.
Yes, share this video.
Share.
And ladies, go get your Brazilian.
Yes. That's the girl
Yes.
breathe moment.
So that's your
Girl,
to do until we meet again. Make your appointment to go get your Brazilian and subscribe to this channel. Boom.
That's the girl breathe moment. Okay.
Yes.
That's the girl breathe moment. Go get your Brazilian.
Yes.
A Brazilian boo.
We are so happy that you joined us today. Again, please like, please subscribe, and please share this video. We cannot wait to see you until next time, next Wednesday, same time. We'll be dropping another episode. So we will see you guys then. Bye.